For those of you who grew up playing board games like Monopoly, this may bring back some sweet memories. A story about a songwriter turned artist whose creations bring you back in time in more ways than one. Tammy Arender introduces us to Wayne Kirkpatrick.
I grew up playing games. I grew up in the 70s and we grew up playing board games. And I just have this connection, this personal connection.
Wayne Kirkpatrick has taken his love of timepieces and old board games and turned it into something truly magical. His game clocks not only take you back in time, but they take you down that mystical yellow brick road. You see, there was the Wizard of Oz board game before Judy Garland ever sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I'm really into history, so the history of board games, and then I started finding games from the 1800s and early 1900s, and this, and then it became kind of a sickness. You know, I just started buying games anywhere I could find them.
Now parked on the shelves of his garage or his studio is everything Parker Brothers and just about any other box game manufacturer ever made. From Yahtzee to Scrabble to Dick Tracy and Captain America, and hundreds that most have never even heard of, but they all have a place in time.
This game over here in the corner, which is, when I found this one, I was really excited about, because that is the first commercially distributed board game in this country. That game. It's called
and what's it called?
It's called the Mansion of Happiness.
The rare finds are displayed on his pool table. The box tops boasting beautiful artwork, offering a hint of what the challenge inside was all about.
I think what adds value to all this and interest to all this is attaching the history to it and learning that it's more to it than just sitting down and playing a game.
Once Wayne picks out a game face, he then works on the framing. This work appears to be akin to geometry class, and it's mainly done with saws and superglue. Wayne also uses his God-given tools, his hands. The clocks are much more than something that tells time. They grab you and gently yank you into yesteryear.
I just love how they take me places.
And speaking of his God-given tools,
if I could reach the stars and pull one down for you.
Wayne is an award-winning songwriter, even winning a Grammy for Change the World, recorded by Eric Clapton in 1996.
I could change the world.
He says the creative processes for artwork and songwriting can be quite similar.
There's the frustrations of this, either this doesn't sound right, or this doesn't look right, or this could be better, or, you know, or whatever it is. But the creative process, the starting with nothing or just a nugget of something and then creating something out of it, there's a lot of correlation between the two.
The most interesting part of Wayne's story, though, is he didn't start out as an artist or a musician growing up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was going to LSU to be a landscape architect when he realized his real passion was playing music. So he checked out Belmont University and moved to Nashville, not knowing a soul.
So I changed majors from landscape architecture to music business, which not a lot of that transferred, you know? So about 4.5 years into college, I got a publishing deal.
Music was obviously the right move. With a Grammy on the shelf and numerous country, pop, and Christian hits. Though music is still Kirkpatrick's day job, he's spending more and more time composing the clocks. From Jaws, with its true-to-the-movie Louisiana license plate as the pendulum, to Underdog, he's creating nostalgic connections between them and those who hang them on their wall.
But if it has some sort of personal connection, that's where it kind of speaks on a deeper level. You know, and I think, and in some weird way, that's what, when I stumbled on making these clocks out of games, that's what it did for me.
Kirkpatrick's motivation is creative. He may be constructing his next masterpiece with Monopoly, or it could be another monster hit like Boondocks. Either way, you can bet his heart and soul will be in it.
One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the Boondocks.